La victim, Monjoel, came into my restaurant alone. I remember the old man arrived not long at the inn. There were no other customers. When he got word and won the lottery, Monel became very excited. It was approximately 5 minutes later that the poisoning incident occurred. No, there was no time for a phony to do the acting.
Just so we're clear, there was no mirror in the restaurant after all.
La just demand pardon. Forgive me, Your Honor. I lied because I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly.
What you have just done is commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong. I will decide how to punish you later.
Oui.
For now, we will hear your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. You took that perjury charge a bit too well. But I'm guessing he'll be in more serious trouble after this cross-examination. In the restaurant. The victim, under Elk, came into the restaurant alone. You sure about that one? Was he alone at his table as well?
My sweet, I saw him in the kitchen.
Yet the defendant, Miss Bird, remembers it differently. She swears there was another man at the victim's table. Unfortunately for you, Tried. Yesterday's witness also testified that the victim was alone. You know, seeing you squirm like that reminds me of a certain coffee's bittersweet bite. What kind of coffee has he been drinking? It's not coffee, it's love. It's love that's bittersweet. Here, my say that makes him seem wise all of a sudden. All of a sudden, he's pretty wise, actually. I don't know about you, Phoenix. By old man, you mean Mr. Victor Kudo, correct?
Oui, it comes often for a special coffee.
I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. It's special, I'll give you that. It's worth a sip just for the experience.
Oh, you make me so happy, Monsieur. You're almost welcome anytime.
I said it was worth one sip and nothing more. So old Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim, huh? Maybe I should ask about his revival and when it did sale. What time was it? Sure, why not? Out of curiosity, about what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived? More water.
Oh no, I cannot remember, Monsieur.
I believe we were told by a witness yesterday. Crime was reported about 2:25 by a kind of scary old man, sir. Does that perhaps jog your memory, witness?
The incident happened about 20 minutes after he arrived. So the victim must have arrived between 2 p.m. and 2:10, no?
Just after 2, huh?
Thank you for your help in jogging my memory, Monsieur. You are wonderful.
I can't sit up here all the time and do nothing now, can I? The time of day will be added to the witness's testimony.
Oui, Monsieur Judge. Everything I do for you.
Messy Ben. That's French, isn't it? Ha ha ha. I'm glad at least one person is in a good mood. He's even having a song to himself. The old man arrived not long after him, just after 2. Let's try this one again, just to hear the other piece of testimony. Objection. Ha. Fortunately for you, Tried. Okay, I guess now you only get 1. Everybody gets 1. There were no other customers. Let's hear about this one. Usually when we have to find this piece of evidence, this is like where we can focus our fire. Are you absolutely sure about the time?
When I really think I'm sure it was just after 2. It is the time I stopped serving the lunch menu.
Quite right. I always break for lunch when the restaurants are serving their specials. I've been known to wind up in a case early just to make it on time. I guess you should never go between a hungry judge and his lunch. That's terrible. Oh, would you look at that? It's almost lunchtime already. Witness, get on with the testimony, please. That was the first time Phoenix actually heard the person. That's really funny. So they're only customers are Mr. Kudo and the victim. How many times do you need to ask the same thing, Wright? You never catch me drinking the same blend twice. Huh? You're trying to establish the presence of a phony victim in the restaurant, but you're wasting your time. You can't grind birdseed to make coffee, if you catch my drift. But there's a hole in his testimony somewhere, I'm sure of it. When he got word in the lottery, he became very excited. Did you see him?
No, I was in the kitchen, but I heard him. I remember him shouting, yes, $500,000.
Presumably the defendant heard that too, then, correct?
Maggie? She looked like a poor girl, frightened off.
What about Mr. Kudo?
The old man choked on some bird seeds that got stuck in his throat.
It seems we now have another incident on our hands. Alright, approximately 5 minutes later the poisoning occurred. And what were you doing at that point? Without any customers, you must have had time to kill.
I am a multi-talented woman, monsieur.
Sorry, what do you mean?
There is the renowned chef Dean Armstrong and the tragic poet Clarice Armstrong.
Clarice?
Oui, I was writing a poem, an angry tale of a chef in $500,000 of debt, cooking for a man who won $500,000 on the lottery. It's called Bourquet, means why.
Pourquoi?
Perhaps I could recite it for the court. Porque es mi mochila tan pesada. Ayúdame, ni librache es mi mochila. Porque. That's Spanish, but I don't care.
Please don't. There was no time for the phony to do acting. Oh, really? You mean you contacted the police as soon as the incident occurred?
I asked the old man to call from the payphone.
By your own argument, right? The purpose of this phony's victim's performance was so the old man would see it. In other words, once the incident occurred, this opportunity would completely disappear. Indeed.
Bien, it seems the shadow of that has been lifted. Ne sais pas.
I guess Mr. Armstrong is connected to this case, huh? Absolutely. Someone was impersonating Mr. Elg, and I refused to believe he was oblivious. He was there the whole time, after all. But if you're right, wouldn't Maggie have noticed too? She fell unconscious when the incident occurred, remember? Ah! You mean that's when the phony staged his act? We'll know for sure once I find a hole in his testimony. See, a lot of this is based on Maggie, like, going unconscious, so I almost wonder if Maggie was spiked as well. But I have no idea of proving that. No way to prove it now. Alright, let's go take a look around the court record. Old man arrived not long after him, just after 2 a.m. Or 2 p.m. Not 2 a.m. Good lord, that'd be early in the morning. Time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30. Yeah, that fills the bill. We're not gonna have to do any time puzzles. That was all the first game. It slowed down the second game, and man, are they dead slow in this game. No time puzzle at all. I like it, though. No, not that I really minded time puzzles. They're very easy to spot. Well, let's just look through the stuff, I guess. What does it say? Fill the stomach with love and plenty of weenies. I hear ya. I wonder if they're done like octopus weenies. Like a Nietzsche Joe. Weeb reference. Wait a minute. Oh, I got him. It's at 1:30 every single day. Yep. Okay, there we go. Okay, how to press this then? Hold up. This is it, though. I don't know what to press this on, though. Like, I know what I want to prove, but, like... So it's right here. I got word of the lottery, Mr. Elliot became very excited. This is the problem. Is that the lottery occurred much earlier than that. 10 minutes of your life. Yeah, this is short. This is a short radio thing. Got him. I'm getting good. I'm getting good today. I'm on fire. I'm afraid I finally got you, Mr. Armstrong. What do you mean? At the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio in his earpiece. The show he was listening to was Millionaire Radio. Each week, they announced the winning number of $500,000 lottery ticket. That must be the show Mon Elk was listening to. I can't see any problem with the testimony, Mr. Wright. I wonder about that. You say the victim arrived at your restaurant after 2 p.m., correct? I am sure of it. I remember it perfectly now. I know it was that time because I had just finished serving a lunch menu. Get to the point, Trite, if you have one. That show is broadcasted live at 1:30 p.m. and it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life. It's on the air at 1:30. Now, supposedly, the victim made some noise when it was announced that he had won. And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have happened or occurred after 2 p.m. Because the show had already finished more than 30 minutes earlier by that point in time. None! The victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to the radio with a ruptured eardrum, catching a show that was already over. There's only one conclusion you can draw from these facts. The victim is an exceptional bullshitter. Also, he likes rubbing it in. Maybe he did this, like, he did this shout out, like, in a different store 30 minutes ago. Then he pulled the same exact shit in this store 30 minutes later. Actually, that'd be almost an hour later. The victim was an imposter, acting out the poisoning 30 minutes at least after the real murder. Get fucked. Yes, there were 2 Glen Elgs in Tribulations that day. The real Glen Elg, now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer. And the phony Glen Elg acting out the events for Mr. Kudo to witness. It certainly seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how could you explain the time discrepancy? Speaking of time discrepancies, there was a time one right there. Hell yeah! The puzzle with the time. Quite a performance, Trite. You were almost on a roll. But sadly, you lack the rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build your song. What is this? Music Theory 101? Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 p.m. The phony elk is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain then where the real Glen Elg is? I don't believe I have to spell this out for the court. However, at that time the real Glen Elg was already dead. That's certainly the obvious conclusion. Thank you, Trite. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say. What? Now, I presume you can prove this theory of yours? Yes. No, not yet. Down, sword hand! Can you explain where the missing corpse went to? The missing corpse. According to the old man's testimony, there was only one other customer there. That customer was the phony Glen Elg. Then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim? The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright. If your theory is to stand up to the examination of the court, you must provide us proof by answering the prosecution's question. Where did the killer hide the body? Yeah, Your Honor. Did he hide the body? no? Yes. I guess he would have had to. There's no way the guy could have carried it on his moped. That's just such a funny image. The fucking tiger driving with Violetta on his back on the moped. Her in a maid outfit. Him in an outfit either looking like me or looking like Glenn Elg. And they're just carrying a fucking dead body down the fucking highway. No conjecture tried. Let's hear some facts for once. Show the court the piece of evidence that proves where the body was hidden. Evidence? What's with the intense pressure in here all of a sudden? I thought I had him with that contradiction. But he's turned it all around and backed me into a corner instead. Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. Shit. The court is now going to hear me hit the save button. Ah, yes, very well. Good save button sound. Fantastic usage of the suspend game button. Oh, look, Wright is using the suspend game button. As usual. What a fucking loser that guy is. There we go. Oh, look, he's even using a save state.
Oh, monsieur, last smart idea.
First, where was the body of the real Mr. Elkinson? Oh. Inside, I'm gonna say. I mean, where else would it be? It's inside, but... Fuck, how could they hide that from Maggie? I assume in the kitchen, but... Wouldn't it be funny if all this time there's just a dead body underneath the table? Can I prove where he was? I have to be very fucking particular about this. How do I prove it was outside? There's no way to prove that. I don't know. It was with Gatto. Gatto was hiding the dead body. Of course. I'm gonna say the kitchen, but there's really no, well, wait, the aromatherapy, that could have masked it. Yeah, that could have easily masked it. Let's go with that. I'm gonna say inside. It would have been too dangerous to take the body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Tribulations. Interesting. But where could a body have been hidden inside a restaurant? Perhaps you care to show the court on these plans, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. The exact location where the body was concealed in Tribulations is the kitchen. That's the only place that makes sense to me. The body was hidden here. I see. Nice supposition. But the real question is, can you back it up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was hidden in that location? It would be the small bottle, but it has to be a bottle that actually has a smell. Sort of. Maybe it is the bottle. I don't think that's a bad thing to think about. But how do I prove that he was legitimately in the kitchen? Like, the thing I wanted to go for was the fact that we had, like, the scent bottles. They could use it to, like, hide the scent. But I actually have no idea of proving it, to be perfectly honest. This one's a little bit trickier than the past couple questions. I mean, the ear medicine was found in the kitchen. Let's give it a try. Mr. Armstrong, Do you recognize this bottle? Kick ass! Got him! No. I have never seen such a ugly bottle before in my life. I only use the very best bottles, monsieur. The highest quality, only for me. Where was that bottle found, Mr. Wright? Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Tribulations. Eh? Koi? But I only have ever used bottles of my aromatherapy oils. But this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains a medication. What kind of medication? I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they? That Mr. Elg visited the clinic that was given medication that day. You can't be serious. The defense had the contents of the bottles examined, and I have the lab results here. The contents of the bottle match the prescription that was given to Mr. Elg. Glenn Elg's murderer hid the body in the restaurant's kitchen. You know, I really should just take like a drink spit every single time he does that. Nah, I need something to spit into in order to do that, like a glass. At which time the bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen? Ooh, I forgot about that little tidbit. Mon Dieu. Yes, you know what I'm about to say. It was you who hid the victim's body. You did a fine job pretending to defend my client, Maggie Bird. However, you were sending her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back. No! Order! This is an extraordinary development. Witness, did you murder Glenn Elg? Never! I could never do such an horrible thing. No! Oh, Jesus. Mr. Gatto. The bitterness. Every time I get lied to, I always down a mug of coffee. That's one of my rules. Do you have the slightest idea how many cups you've had by now? Then I like to do the same thing for a person who has lied to me. I like to take them down with my empty cup. Listen up, chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear? My H-deficient friend. Chef, demand the pardon. Please, you must hear me out. It is a trap. Listen to me. Por favor. Yo hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor is Spanish. I'm only going to ask you once. Did you do it? None, absolutely none. Let's hear it. You've got one shot. Right, Grams. Witness, the court will permit you the chance to make one final statement. If you lie to oath again, Mr. Gatto's coffee mug awaits you. That's become a torture method, huh? As does my gavel. I have multiple back here. In fact, I have this one from Singapore with your name on it. They make everything enormous over there. It is clear. What do they always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this one. I do too, Phoenix. Next time on Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut the episode here. Specifically so I can make sure that the part's doing fine, because I've had some good commentary here. So, see you guys for that next time. Have a good one, y'all.